Like my hair, I did a little braid out, but I remember there was a point in time I just did not. Well, I didn't understand my natural hair. There, and I think like growing up with perms and not understanding your hair is just it's not a cute feeling. And my hair is a little more of a coily texture than like my mom and my siblings. So it was a little more not as manageable at the time. But now that I'm a adult and I've done my big chops before, I don't plan on doing one no time soon. But I do have this short piece. Hold on, where is it? Where is it? Probably see it right here. So there's like a short piece in the middle, and I don't know how I did it. I think it happened like during like maybe me taking out some hair, but it's not like short enough to where it's like I need to cut off all my hair, but I am tempted to. I am so tempted to because I just never like hair grows back. Hair is just hair. But one thing I learned like after understanding how to better take care of your hair, um is that in itself is a beautiful feeling, like understanding like your hair is going to do what it's going to do. And that was one thing also when I was wearing my natural hair, and people were really like, how can you do that? How I don't see, I wish I could do it, that couldn't be me, girl. And the biggest thing is I accepted my hair for what it is. I accepted the fact that it's going to do what it's going to do. If I was to wear it in the washer and go, it's going to be a little more shriveled. It's going to be a little, like that's just what the hair is going to do. And I think, especially with type 4 or very textured hair, we expect it to perform a certain way, and it's not supposed to. Like it's very special, and I really love having textured hair because like it's so versatile. Like that's why I never. I remember. Well, guys, I am a like comments reading junkie, like or forum reading junkie. Like I want to see all the opinions, kind of. But I remember, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, like when people be like, um, us as black people are stealing hairstyles from other cultures, and it's like there's literally nothing we can't do with our hair. Like we could have it very bone straight, we could have it very coily, we can have it very curly, we can have it in any kind of form. So it's like how if we not, even if we dye it, so what? Everyone could dye their hair. But yeah, I genuinely enjoy my hair. But I think the biggest thing is learning how to take care of it because oh, it's so cute. This is a braid out. Now I just started doing braid outs because I wasn't initially doing braid outs at all. I used to do twist outs. And twist outs come out cute, but like a braid out, I don't know, it just holds the curl just a little more better. Um and yeah, I just really mess with it. Look at it. I like that so much. But yeah. And I just took it out today too. I feel like day 3 and day 4 be looking a little better. Yeah, give it a close up look. It moves, y'all. It moves. So I was thinking about keeping my hair out for the next few months. And part of me, like, like I think especially as women, black women, we want to try different hairstyles. We always looking at like what's the next thing? Where am I gonna wear for this event? I just went out the country like this too, and I actually discovered the braid outs a little bit more because like I said, I was doing twist outs prior. So I don't know, like I feel like it's very versatile. Like it's good for any event. Like if I want to get all dolled up, like it's nothing wrong with my hair. Like it grows out of my scalp. Ain't nothing wrong with the stuff, with the hair, with the plant that grows out of my scalp. And one thing I like about our hair too is like it reminds me of trees. Like sometimes I love being around a tree and like my picture and like how it contrasts against the tree because it's like the way it grows out. It grows out, not in, not down. It could grow down, but it's growing out. You see what I'm saying? That's magic. Yeah. And Okay. Okay, part of me wants to lock up, but I just love having an afro. I just love being able to wear it like psh. Now, when I think of maintenance in the day to day motion, locks are ideal. Like knowing, okay, I'm going to be in my natural, basically wearing my natural hair every day is just going to be a locks. And I know they will eat down too. Like if oh my gosh, they would look so good. I just know it, but I just like having that freedom. Like I want to be able to cornrow the top one day. I want to be able to wear it. Well, I could still wear it curly with locks, but yeah. My mom and my brother has locks, and my sister had locks, but she combed them out like, was it before she had her baby? I have a niece too. I love my niece, and yeah, but when I start thinking about a little bit more of like beauty things that I do want to keep up with, I used to get my lashes done. I used to be an avid getter doner, individuals. But for me, one, I didn't like the wait time because it took like 2 hours. And for me, especially like being that like I go home and create content or I go home and cook or I'm trying to be on these wellness journeys, 2 hours out of my day is a chunk. It's a huge chunk. And especially for something that's like not the most optimal convenience for me, like, in terms of like washing and cleaning it off and all that. So it's just a little extra layer to be mindful of. And my eyes start burning and getting teary sometimes, and I can't just rub it. Not that I should be rubbing anything anyway. Put my stuff on sleep mode because don't got time for these scammers. I, what else was I saying? Oh yeah, so like I was getting lashes done and I stopped getting them done because I was just like, yeah, I don't. How did that call get through? Anyways, yeah, done with the lashes though. One other thing I was like, I'll start doing that I wasn't doing was nails. So nails was very intermittent. It was like I'll get them done sometimes and then I won't. And then like the nail growth process sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's eh. And one thing about nails is like once it grows to a certain, like, I don't know, you gotta make sure you're getting it done on a schedule. But one thing, I was not the biggest fan of sitting down to get my nails done. I don't like sitting in the salon for too long. It really be coming down to everything with time, but I don't know, it's just not like one of those enjoyable things. Like getting my toes done, yes. And I think that's because like I have my phone, you get the little massage thing, but like nails is, I just never cared to get my nails done. So I did started doing press-ons. But after a while I was just tired of doing the press-ons. So I started just getting Gel X. They look pretty nice. And they're very simple, very quick. Like, well, they're not quick, but it's not, I don't feel too upset about getting it done. So nails was something I was like, that's something I actually want to get in. It was also like just in the overall wanting to look a little more put together. I learned that like just a little clean nail, it does something. Does it not? Does it not? I just thought about something back to the lashes. Oh yeah, with lashes, the thing I didn't like too was like, with the individuals, some could fall out. Now, if it decides to fall two out in the middle, now you have a gap that you're working with for however long until your refill. Like that was another thing because it wasn't something like you could fix. Like sometimes with nails, if they're press-ons, you could just put the press-on on. If it's something that's painted, you could just paint it back. But when it's eyelash and you're trying to, you got your eyelash done in the middle of your eyelash just fall off. Like for individual lashes, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Individual lashes, when they start being missing, it's hard to like keep up with, and sometimes it just looks crazy having that one lash missing. But initially in my lash wearing journey, I used to be okay with that. But now I realize, I'm tired of that. I'd rather go to mascara. I think now what I would probably prefer to do is like those little, what are they called? Clusters. I would probably prefer to do a quick cluster kind of setup. But other than that, I'm not about to sit. I don't want to sit on nobody's table for like 2 hours. And the girl, she did good work, but it was just too long. Um, The girl I used to go to in Jersey and Indiana, they used to have me in there like for an hour and have it out, and it blasted. So it just didn't make sense for the time and how much I was also paying. So if I wanted to cut corners and cut back a little bit, that was the one that had to go. Now hair, I used to go to the hair salon. Well, actually moving down to Georgia, like I don't know if I share with anybody on this channel. Like my coworkers, I have a lot of black women coworkers at my job around my age. So now moving to Georgia, they're putting me on to like different hairstylists, or where to go get your hair done, where to go get this done. And so I really started getting my hair done a lot more often. So I was like getting my braids done. Like honestly, last year was probably the most I ever went to go get my hair done on a consistent basis. Prior to that, I was actually braiding my own hair. Like let me show y'all a picture. I was always braiding my hair, and which I enjoyed because who don't want to save any money. I felt like braiding my own hair is just, at least I knew like nobody was ripping out my hair, and that's kind of why I stopped letting people play in my head, because sometimes these people don't be for you. People don't be for you. They ready to pull out your hair, or they yanking out all the fairy knots, and they're not worrying about health as they're braiding. And that was kind of like my biggest problem. So that's why I started braiding. But it wasn't until like I remember after doing braids for so long, and then one day I randomly went to a salon because like sometimes I just want to get it freshened, check my hair health, things like that. So I go check my hair health, and after me braiding my own hair, she's like, "Oh yeah, you got damage." Damage. But in hindsight, understanding like wasn't moisturizing when I was having braids. I wasn't trimming my hair before the braids. Well, no, I would actually trim. I would cut my hair, but I definitely wasn't like moisturizing consistently. I wasn't like cleaning my scalp consistently. It was just so many different things. So with that being said, who's thinking about braiding their hair all the time? But I'll still do it every once in a while, but like it's not, I never feel like I have to. Like if I do braid my hair, it's just off some, what, I have time. Who's going to stop me? But yeah, but like I said, last year was like the time I got my hair done the most, and I wasn't used to that because I was always doing my own hair. But I found a girl. Okay, and that was another reason I didn't like getting my hair done, because I'm a little tender-headed. And I don't like my scalp feeling pulled. So I know for myself, I was never doing myself like that. I know I had, like I could pull my own hair, but I don't need no one else pulling my hair. But yes, oh, I love this one. Oh yes, I ate this one up. Like I'm really a braider. Like I could quit being an engineer to be a braider if I really wanted to. But I'm not going to do that because I don't. But yeah, so I started getting my hair done, started getting cornrows, all that. And I was really happy because the girl I started going to, she did cornrows. And she did it so, like, I had to thank her so much after she did my hair, because it did not hurt. Cornrows hurt sometimes. So when she did it and I was not feeling pain, I was like, we're going to be locked in. You're going to be my braider. So I kept going to her. But then I was like, I want to be natural. I want to try to grow my hair a little bit more intentionally. And I know that doing that requires more wash days. That requires less, what is it? Less, what is it called? Like less manhandling. I don't know. Less touching it, less manipulation. Yes. So, and I wasn't manipulating, like, parting it, tugging it, pulling it all the time, and, having to take it out of the hair out all the time and getting that breakage, because most times when we're taking out our braids or any of our protective styles, we're going to have some shedded hair or whatever. So I was like, I'll stick to this. And honestly, y'all, I can't say my hair has been here before, but it definitely is more full, and I do feel like it's more healthier. The products I've been using the most are Sacred and Olaplex. I use Sacred, I think, is like very great at moisturizing. And yeah, I think that's Sacred's like number one thing is the moisturization. I feel like Olaplex is really good for strengthening. And I remember the last time I went to get a silk press, and I usually get silk presses just off the strength of what is it? Just to check my hair health and whatnot every once in a while and get a trim, a full on trim. So I go and do that, and she was like, "Your hair feels a little weak," and I just had took out these twists and all of that. But yeah, where was I going? So yeah, we talked about nails, lashes, hair. The only other thing I've been really doing is trying to, lean into makeup a little bit. Like me, this is end of the day light makeup that I had on. I've been doing my makeup before work, so just a little something to add some razzle dazzle to the everyday look. Nothing too crazy though, nothing too crazy, y'all. But yeah, I'm about to post a video. This video is going to be for the 35 hair challenge. Yeah, I don't know, but when I was in Portugal, I just thought about, kind of what beauty things are important to me, and I think the most important things are like, enjoying my hairstyles, enjoying my natural hair, and people, I don't know why we've, as a black community, like I don't know why we've convinced ourselves that our hair is so difficult, because I used to agree with that. I used to agree that hair dirt makes your hair grow, protect all protective styles, putting in braids all the time is going to make your hair grow. And under circumstances, protective styles can help. It's just like, what do you do when it isn't a protective style? Because if you're not doing anything, you're not protecting your hair. But yeah, I don't know why we've convinced ourselves so much that it's so difficult. But I think it's difficult if okay, I'll give like some grace here, because some people just really don't know how to do their hair. Some people don't know how to even do anything, and I encourage anybody, especially with texture hair, know how to do something to your hair. Know at least how to wash it properly. Know how to condition it properly. Know how to blow dry it properly when it comes. And blow drying's hard, y'all. Blow drying still be having me beat, because it's a process. I understand. I actually want to try that little Rev Air blow dryer. Isn't it like $400? I think it might be worth it, especially if I'm wearing my hair out all the time, because let me not act like $400 is a lot when we was buying bundles for $400. We be getting braids for $300, So I think getting a fast and efficient blow dryer for $400 wouldn't be far off if my primary state of hair is natural and I will be blow drying it. So that might be worth the investment. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Okay. See, we discovered something new here, because now guess what? After this, I'm probably going to look into different blow dryers today. Thank you for helping me come to that realization. I really appreciate you. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Toes. I've been keeping my toes done for the most part. I had to look at them and be like, are they done? And they are. They are actually. They actually are the same as these. And I've been, prior to this with the Gel X, I've been getting like a little more like bubblegum, pink nails, but a solid white is never going to do you wrong. It's never going to do you wrong. I haven't done white ever since been doing Gel X, but it's going to be my new friend. Yeah. But yeah, overall, I just feel beautiful. I feel my best. And I think also, like, for the internal part of feeling beautiful, I think, just being true to yourself, being true to the people around you, pouring into yourself too, like me doing this is like a happy spot for me. Me sitting down, making sure I'm making my thumbnails is also a happy spot for me. Me thinking about my future is a happy spot for me. So when I talk about feeling beautiful, it's like a inside and out thing. Angel, what are you doing? It's an inside and out kind of thing. So Hey, don't mess up my camera. Get down here. Come on. She's gonna knock this stuff down. What are you doing? Huh? Sit down somewhere. But yeah. Also, the other part that makes me feel beautiful is working out. I like working out. I'm actually going to Solid Core this weekend, so I'm excited for that. Angel, get your butt out the camera. Please, get your butt out the camera. Like, they don't need to see that. Okay. But thank y'all for watching. I'll see you again. Maybe subscribe if you feel like it. I don't know. But honestly, I'm not even going to tell you subscribe if you feel like it, because I might not make content that you like. And one thing, I've never cared to like tell people to subscribe to my channel just because of that. Like, I want people who are going to be here for what they need to be here for, not just, you know, as a pity party. So but if you like self-love stuff and personal development and wellness stuff, I mean, ladies. See, she be trying to kiss me. I'm actually getting tired. I'm waiting on my period to start. Okay. I'm done here. Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna go now for real.